Now, there is a trick to adding negative keywords. So I've got some examples here. So for example, bird feeder pole, this is a different kind of product, freestanding. So what you want to do when adding negative keywords is you only want to grab the most irrelevant part of the word. So for this one, it will be pole. We still want to show up for bird feeder. That's really relevant. But pole, that's not our product. So that's the word that we've highlighted that we don't want to show for. And there's two ways that you can add it. Generally, it will be negative phrase, and this actually isn't the default, go figure. So negative phrase, so if we're using pole as negative phrase, anytime that someone searches for, say, bird feeder pole, outdoor bird feeder pole, anytime pole comes up, you won't show. So it blocks out all pole related searches. Why did I put this one? Oh, this one, that will come into play later. This is more of a, so it's highly relevant, but looking at the search term report, I identified that it was getting a lot of clicks, but no sales or low conversion. So this would be an example of a relevant phrase, but after testing it, we've decided that, you know, it's not converting. So we just want to block this one phrase from showing ads. So that is when you would use negative exact, and you would grab this whole word or whole phrase. Bird feeder camera. So that's a different product. So camera, we don't want to show up for any camera searches because ours doesn't include a camera. Bird feeder bulk. So someone looking for, you know, maybe they want a wholesale. More than one bird feeder, not our product again. So we're just trying to refine the searches that you're showing for. Indoor bird feeder. And again, if you're not sure, just have a look. What is on the first page of Amazon? Amazon always wants to show the most relevant products on page one. So this is what people are buying when they're searching for indoor bird feeder. So you can see it's a much smaller product to be used with a cage. Okay, so we can add, so if you were using phrase or broad, you would want to add these in when you create the campaign. Right. And now for some reason they've put the campaign name down the bottom, not sure why, but just, this is important. Not sure why they put it at the end. You want to make sure that you're able to quickly see, especially if you've got more than one campaign, you know, what's the purpose of the campaign? So for this, I've got bird feeder, and it's an exact campaign. So you can clearly see what it is. Start and end date, generally I won't worry about putting these in. It's really easy to turn the campaigns on and off. Daily budget for the US, it's really up to you, but as a guide I would say $10 for the US, 10 to 20, and then you can always review that if the campaign's going well. If it's not going so well, that's fine too. You know, then you'll just need to look at ways that you can optimize. I'm not going to actually press this one live. And the campaign bidding strategy, dynamic bids down, that's generally the one that I will recommend if you have a low budget. So essentially, if you're bidding $1, Amazon will change the bid. So you'll pay anywhere between 1 cent and $1, depending on how likely Amazon thinks that click will convert. So for $1, you'll pay between 1 cent and $1. Dynamic up and down, that's a more aggressive strategy, better if you have a larger budget. So if you have a bid of $1, Amazon may increase that up to $2 or 100% if it thinks that it's more likely to get a sale, or also it may reduce it if it thinks it's less likely. So it goes both ways, as the name suggests. Then fixed bids. So again, this is if you don't want Amazon to mess with your bids and you just want to, so if your bid's $1, you just want to bid $1, and then if there's any manual adjustments on top of that, then that will be taken into account. But generally, I find for most of my clients, dynamic bids down only, that's a good place to start.
That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are over 2,500 of us now. We're actually the largest professional community of e-commerce entrepreneurs right here in Australia, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. If you would like to find out more about what we do, and of course how we can help you either get started or indeed build your own e-commerce business, grow and build your own business, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link for that is right underneath this video in the description, and I will see you on the inside. Bye for now.